Going daginn, welcome to the project pile. In a different position because I just did laundry and it's on my bed, so we're filming from this corner. Let's see. Welcome to the project pile. My name is Gunnildur. I'm an Icelander living in Iceland, and this is my podcast vlog chat type of thing. I've never reached a conclusion just what exactly I'm doing here, sitting, chatting. Called the project pile because I have projects there on piles and I keep adding to them. And then add some more. I'm an Icelander, live in Iceland. I talk about yarn, talk about knitting, crocheting, anything fiber related because there's always something to learn about. I also talk quite a bit about the weather because it affects everything. Like if it's snowing, I might, be grouchy about that. I also talk quite a bit about Iceland because volcanic activity. Been very active, my darling from my darling country in the last 2-3 years. And there are people online who will make full statements, inaccurate statements, straight out lie about what is happening in order to get clicks and money for views. So whenever there's something active, volcanically speaking, geologically speaking, I do talk about it because I would like you to know what is actually happening. But most importantly, I talk about my projects, and I haven't quite finished the sweater, the one that I've been working on, but I'm getting there. I'm starting round 22 of 60, so I've got 4 rounds to go, rows to go before I start decreasing in the pattern here up here, but it's getting there. So it's definitely more than I did last week or the week before that. Look at this, they're not so cute. I mean, yeah, the pattern is really puckered. I haven't knitted this type of sweater with a pattern in years, so I'm actually pretty pleased. Pretty soon it's gonna stretch out, hopefully. Otherwise, it's the first one in a year, so I'm still gonna be happy with it. I'm gonna be very excited to see how it turns out, because again, I've also not knitted with this type of yarn in years. It's Icelandic wool. It's the fine lacy one called, can I show the label? It's called Einband. And it's fine, it's lacy, and it's 100% Icelandic wool. And it's just not as rough or prickling on the skin quite a lot of the yarn underwear that me and my sisters wore when we were kids. I remember those. They were unpleasant. I would much rather be cold than wear those things. I do remember that. But also happy autumn Equinox. We are formally in the season of autumn. There's no debate. Autumn is here. The weather this past week has been, I'm not going to say chaos. The weather has been nice, but the temperatures have been in my part, from 17 degrees Celsius, warm, down to my town +2. That's 15 degrees difference. However, central eastern fjords, they've actually had freezing. And I'm not going to complain about the weather in my part here in the eastern parts, because in the western fjords particularly, they've had rain and winds and sleet and cold, and it's been not nearly as nice. So I am not going to be the kind of person being ungrateful for the fact that we actually have quite a nice weather. So there's that. I almost made the statement that there hasn't been any snow. There has been. The top of the mountains, the first snow of the year that kind of looks like someone has taken icing sugar and just spread it over. that kind of snow. So yeah, there has been some snow, just not downtown. I'm also really excited right now because, well, first off, I am making progress with the sweater. I do need to hurry on a little bit because now, listen, I don't have a deadline, but I do have other projects from my hobby advent calendars from last year's, because I've always put them off. I've always been like, yeah, I can start later. I really am feeling the need to get working on those. Like there's well, that's a lie. It's not that I haven't done any of them. Like I made a hat that I really liked, but I'm really feeling the need to get started on some of them, mainly because a lot of them are small projects, so they would fit real nicely in my bag. I really want to switch from, like, I like this bag. I've been using this for years for like when I'm traveling, because it's a nice weekender. It's nice for like day trips, weekend trips, short trips, and it's really nice for holding my bigger projects, so it's fine. But I really want to start using my golden bag again, which is like really small and nice and compact and fancy. So there's that. I want to start using my small bag again because it's easier to carry, especially when there's wind. It doesn't like catch wind nearly as much. I want to get started on and get finished on the smaller projects, like in this bag from last year, like last year's hobby advent calendar, because there's, you know, the silly socks. I never really knitted proper socks, and I really want to get started on that. And also, like, we got bamboo double knitted and pointed needles, 3mm ones. Listen, a lot of the ladies that I attend knitting nights with have a lot of experience with knitting socks. When is the best time to knit socks than when you have like 3, 4, 5 older ladies that are good teachers around to help you with the complications? That's the best time. But also because I did the thing. So I'm officially, I am not on a yarn buying ban. I'm on a yarn buying diet, and I've been sticking to it pretty well. Like, not 100%. Like, I'm not gonna say that it's been perfect, but it's been going well. And technically speaking, how can I spin this? For some strange reason, and I say strange because I wasn't gonna go onto hobby, but I did, like literally less than an hour ago. I'm not really sure why, but I did. And of course I saw that they have sales, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna check them out because they have like lovely September sales right now. And then of course I saw the Halloween sales, and I'm like, oh, that looks nice. There was one type of yarn that I was moderately interested, but there was only one color. And as much as I like purple is one of my 2 favorite colors. I wanted my other favorite color. I wanted orange, because orange for me is way more Halloween. And also I had this image of a like big bulky like beanie hat, like something big and slouchy. Didn't have it, so I'm like, nope. But I did have a tote bag with a really pretty Halloween color picture on the front, and then Halloween stitch markers, and I'm like, I don't have any of those, so add to cart. And then I saw the advent calendars out, and listen, so I know there's yarn in them, like, hello. And I really love, because I have this one yearly tradition on this channel, I buy myself both the knitters and crocheters version of the Advent calendar, and I don't open them ahead of time because I am celebrating the Advent as it comes, and I am in this in order to basically share my enjoyment of what I'm getting. And there are other channels, I'm sure, that where buy it ahead of time and do the reviews. I don't watch the reviews because I want to be surprised. I really love the surprise. It's like any other type of Advent calendar. I don't want to know what's in them. I like a basic idea, but this is like what, 4th year? I need to check, but I think this is like the 4th year that I'm buying these Advent calendars, and so I know it's gonna be yarn. There's gonna be linked to patterns on the hobby page, on their web page, and there's gonna be some yarn related stuff, like there's crochet hooks, knit needles, some sewing needles, because we always need to sew in the ends, maybe cable needles, some kinds of stitches, bags. Hopefully this year they are in bags. That's right, I love that. Those are gonna be keepers. Those are gonna be like project bags. I love that. And very often there's a notebook, stuff like that. You can always use stuff like that. And if you can't use it yourself, I use them as part of Christmas gifts, like in the knit club. I have realized that giving like something knitting related in our surprise bag gifts at our Yule dinner thing, it's always a hit. So I'm like, if I can't use it, someone else is gonna. So yes, this is my confession. I've already ordered the Hobby Advent calendar, and it's September, so I need to wait 2 months. But yeah, so I don't need to wait for either to restock. So it said I placed the order just now, but they work very, very fast. The Danish hobby works really fast, so I will need to find some place to store them until Advent begins. So, but yeah, I think that's about it that I really want to talk about right now. Moving on with my sweater a little bit. And I really need to get started on the other project, because there will be more coming. And also I really want to get, those things done so I can start using them or gifting them. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will hopefully catch you again next weekend. And we'll see where we're at then. But until then, take care. Okay, bless.